Hello everybody. Welcome to this episode of The World According to the Blind Dog. We're coming to you from Blind Dog World Headquarters in Central Texas, and it is cold. It's in the 20s, and I know for a lot of people that's not cold, but for us here where we're at, it's cold. And I came across something that I wanted to make a video about a year ago, but I never did. And so I found this and I said, well, I'm going to go ahead and make the video about it now. When my dad passed away, he left my mom with just this massive amount of stuff that he had collected over the years. And it was a lot of work and a lot of expense, and to just get rid of it all. So when I had my little bout in the hospital, I got home. I said, I'm not going to do that to my family. I've been going through stuff, and it's a process all the time. And just if I don't need it, I get rid of it. No point in hanging on to any of that stuff. If you've watched any of my videos, you probably know that I got COVID. And I got it bad. At the time, they accepted the routine treatment would be to intubate and ventilate. And so that's what they did. They put me in a coma. And they cut a hole in my neck for a trach right here. And they also put in a feeding tube at the top of my belly that actually went right to my stomach. So for the better part of 7 months, everything I ate came out of a little plastic jug and was fed to me by gravity through my stomach. When I left the ICU and went to the LTAC, which for you not to know, that's long-term acute care, I had C. diff, which is a nasty bacterial infection. I had E. coli, which is another bacterial infection around my trach here. And I had a stage 4 infected pressure wound on my sacrum, just right above the cleft of my gluteals. Stage 4 infected all the way to the bone. I think they even mentioned something about the bone being a little infected too. Now, in order to deal with the final result of everything that came through me, through my stomach, they installed a tube, you know where. Once they got it inside, they could take a syringe and fill up a little donut that held it in place back there, kept it from coming out. For the most part, it was effective, but there were still those times it wasn't. You got to take into consideration, they intubated me on August the 13th. It wasn't until the middle of December that I began to realize the difference between coma world and reality. I began to realize what had happened to me and how serious it was, etc., etc., etc. I had no idea, no control. I was in another world. So it was decided that I get what they call an ostomy redirect surgery. What they did was disconnect my colon from my rectal cavity, and they brought my colon to the surface just left of my belly button, about, I don't know, 3.5, 4 inches to the side of my belly button. And they brought my colon through the abdominal wall and out the skin to the surface, creating what they called a stoma. Now, once you had the stoma, of course you had to shave all the hair around it because I'm a hairy guy. They have what they call a skin barrier. This is a skin barrier. It's a adhesive on this side. You can also see little graduations where you would trim it to the size of your stoma. I believe my stoma was trimmed at the second ring for almost a year and a half. But you would peel the back off of this and you spray your skin with this product that they call barrier spray, which not only provides better adhesion for the skin barrier, it also protects the skin from the effects of constantly being in contact with adhesives and the whatnot. So anyhow, you peel the back off, you stick it on your skin so that your stoma pokes out the little hole you just cut, and it sticks to your skin. And once it's sticking to your skin, you have an ostomy bag. This little doohickey right here. Yep. Has a convenient little Velcro closure at the bottom so that you can empty it when it gets full, and it will get full. See, you can empty it that way, dump all the poop out. These things are expensive. I couldn't afford a one-use situation. So every couple of days I would take a shower and clean up and shave and put on a new skin barrier and put on a fresh bag. But in between, I emptied it out and cleaned it out the best I could. And I will tell you right now, I was always self-conscious about it. I mean, constantly worried that that it was detectable. But last July 2023, July 20th, I had the reconnecting surgery. They had to cut off about 6-7 inches of my colon, and then they reconnected it to my rectal cavity. And I've been going pretty much normal ever since. And let me tell you though, talk about an improvement in your quality of life. Amen. So much better since I got rid of that ostomy bag and went back to the normal. And I'll never take that bodily function for granted ever again. And my heart goes out to people that have to live with this long term, because it's no fun. Take my word for it, no fun. Well, I got the video made, so I guess that's the world according to the blind dog. Until next time, please like. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe. Y'all have a wonderful day.